Everyone's gritted.
G'day and welcome to Racing for James, everyone. You are tuning in. We are at Mount Panorama Bathurst racing against the artificial intelligence that is
Green
iRacing.
flag, green flag.
Here we are. We are back. I have, as you would have seen in the video thumbnail, decided to jump on and do this video because I unfortunately
Still there, hold
let
the line.
the Laps for Leuko project
Clear on the
fall to
right.
the wayside. You might hear my voice sounds a little bit different. I'm still recovering from the flu, guys. So I've tuned into the sim rig, or jumped in, whatever. You've tuned into me. I've jumped in the sim rig really early today to don't forget to brake. I've jumped in the sim rig nice and early so I can get this video done and try and get a good night's sleep. Not going to make that move.
Right side.
Not on lap one with cold tyres. So iRacing does simulate a warm-up lap, so we've got slightly warm tyres, but they're not at race pace. So we've got to be super duper careful in this car. Now, why am I in this car at this track, guys? I'm doing the Bathurst 1000 next week. Why? You know as much as I do. I don't know why. I've always wanted to do it, and I'm never going to get the chance to do it in a real V8 supercar. Which is fine, because when you watch me driving, you'll probably go, yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing it in a simulated car either, Travi. But it's something that we, in the Laps for Leuko project, discovered that it's an event that's coming up, and it's an absolute favourite of our young man, James. So we are running the Leukodystrophy Australia livery, Leukodystrophy Australia and Racing for James livery.
Right side.
And I will be sharing it with one of the guys from the Apex Racing League in just over 1 week's time from when this video comes out. Looking forward to it. I honestly am, as much as I'm absolutely terrified about how this race is going to go, because you and I both know that this is a race not for the faint-hearted. And James knows all too well, having been around the track in his wheelchair, how treacherous this place can be. What you've got to do is really, really be gentle and smooth on all of the inputs, brakes, throttle, turn in, everything. Roll the car into all the corners, let the car grip up and do what it needs to do. But having not been in the sim rig for 5 days now, I've got to retrain my brain. So I thought the best way to jump in, and literally this is the first race I've done since I got out of the sim rig on day 19 of Laps for Leuko, guys. Haven't been in, haven't done any practicing, haven't done any driving. This is literally, I logged into iRacing, set up this race, jumped in, and here we go. So whatever happens in this race is legitimately nerves, and well, not nerves, it's getting my muscle memory back into it from sitting out of the rig, and I'm very, very fatigued as well. So I've got all of the excuses under the sun at the moment, absolutely every one of them. So be prepared, guys. It is a 30-minute race we've done here, and I plan pretty much to only drive this supercar for the next week. I was contemplating getting back in and finishing off Laps for Leuko, but I contacted the guys there and sent my apologies. I need to recover from this flu properly, guys. It's knocked me around big time, and I'm still working. I probably should just take a sick day or 4. But I'm stubborn.
Go right. The next car's the leader.
So maybe I pushed myself a little bit too hard online, I don't know. But that was the whole purpose of, no, well, sorry, I shouldn't say the whole purpose of, that was one of the things I was interested to see how I'd go at Laps for Leuko. Because I hadn't done any preparation for it, guys. None. None at all. I did a little bit of filming on YouTube. I did a bit before, obviously as you would have seen in my previous videos, I did remove my content because I wasn't sure I could make everything stick online. We got back online 2 weeks before Laps for Leuko was due to kick off. Put out a couple of videos to get myself sorted, but I did no preparation, and I had no idea how I was going to go being online every single day. So we found out that
Right side.
doing it is, he's not going to give me any room.
Clear on the right.
We found out that doing it is quite a challenge, and then the kids brought home the plague, so that further compounded my difficulties in completing the project, unfortunately. However, that's life. I gave it a red hot crack, and I did 1,600 and something laps. I'll have to double check on it. And completed over 6,000 kilometers in the 19 days that I was streaming. I was planning on doing this week. We have the Nürburgring Endurance Championship again. I was planning on doing another one of those. There'd be another 800 kilometers plus however many laps. So yeah, I had a bit in mind, but like I said, I can't push my body further than I need to. I need to be at home and in a condition where I can support James. So although I'm feeling better, if I keep pushing myself, forcing me to be online for the next few days as well, I'll probably just run myself into the ground even more, and that'll make me more of a hindrance to our young Jamesy. So yeah, so there you have it, guys. That's what's happened to the Laps for Leuko project. I did have the boys from Racing James. I'm confused, muddled. I had the boys from Missed Apex Racing League. They run a 6-hour endurance race on Saturday night as a team Racing for James, and they will continue running that series in that car as Racing for James. And those boys got a win. They got a win, guys, without me, without this guy. No, they're probably driving better without me, to be fair. But it was incredible. I was fast asleep while the race was on. Absolutely plumb tired.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Squeeze him a bit. How was that? 2 for 1, guys. 2 for 1 on the AI. Gotta let the clutch out a bit gentler, hey? Don't know if you guys can hear that in the audio, but wow, yeah, it's not ideal.
Flat for you. You're in the top 10. The car in P6. Just set the fastest lap. 10.34.
That's better. That's better. Happy with that, guys. Alright, yeah, so I was saying, what was I saying? Yes, they're going to be running that race. I was supposed to be in that race, so I streamed on the Friday night with James. We had him in the rig. No, so that was the Thursday night I streamed with James. We had him in the rig. The Friday night I started to feel a bit down, so I got I was meant to have a couple of boys from Missed Apex Racing League online on my behalf, but I said to him, look, don't worry, because I knew I was getting the flu, and thought, no, I'm going to to be out for a little while here. And then they raced on Saturday night for me, so that was the race I was supposed to do, but that's alright. I will be back at that series sometime in this series, in the season 4 of iRacing. Can you go too wide there? No. Very bumpy. Takes a lot of concentration to drive this car, I'm learning. So Bathurst 1000 is 161 laps of this track. And there are guys on the sim doing the same lap times as the real drivers, even faster. I'm not close to it. I will be close to it. Don't get me wrong. I think I can touch on the high 206s, low 207s. So come race time, I'll be well prepped. But I'm not driving anything else for the next week and a half. Because when this video comes out, it'll be just over a week to go to the Bathurst 1000, and because I'm recovering from the flu, I don't want to put myself through any extra stresses of learning different cars, as well as trying to get my head around this thing. And it's a cool project. I will stream the 6 hour. I think it'll be on October 5th for those playing online. October 5th is still October 5th no matter where you are in the world, but it might just be October 4th depending on your time zone when that video comes out. It'll be a live stream of me, and I believe it's going to be Lord Volt in the co-driver seat. He's doing the 1000 with me, and then a 6 hour in the afternoon. That's keen. I did say to him, look, you don't have to, but he, like me, decided that we've got enough rocks in our head to make it work. Why is my game so stuttery? That's new. So there was there an update? I think there was an update while I was off sick. So I don't know if I have to do something. I haven't had stutters like that before. That's really weird. I know what it is. It's that.
The car in C31 just set the fastest lap. 9.274. 20 minutes to go.
20 minutes to go. It's only been 10 minutes. Wow. Jeez, the car doesn't like to turn when you're loaded up on brakes like that. At all.
Car on your left.
Oh
Clear.
wow, that was hectic. Yeah, not driving the best, as you can tell. Getting flogged by AI at a steady pace of 2 minute 12 lap times. Very impressive, I know, guys. Where else would you want to be on YouTube rather than a guy mid-pack who can't even beat AI? No. This was just a cruise video, guys. I'm here to relearn how it's like to sit in a sim rig. That's honestly what I'm here for. I'm not pushing at all, and I don't intend to push in this race. I want a little bit of traffic around that's not real people, because I'll feel bad if I actually crash into them. And I'm going to be off camera doing a few AI races ahead of the Mount Panorama Bathurst 1000. I want to actually have a good race. You would have seen in laps of Leuko, I struggled a bit towards the end of where I actually got to in the month. I really, honestly did struggle. Really struggled. I needed to figure out where I was going to head with my iRacing, because I just couldn't string a race together. I couldn't get through something without any incidents, and it was a bit of a shame that it sort of got to that point where I was not doing so well at it. So I want to put some hours into the Bathurst 1000 as well, ahead of it if I can, because at the end of the day I've got something now to look forward to. I was looking forward to my laps of Leuko streams every night. As frustrating as it got at points there when I was getting killed every race, I did have some absolute rippers in there, and you'll see one or two of my NASCAR races, one or two of my league races as I kiss the wall. That's a spot where you lose your mirror in real life. You do come right up against it. Front tyres must be getting really hot and pinching the brakes through that section. I'm actually probably overdriving the car more than anything. It's the rear brakes I'm pinching.
You've got damage on the left side.
Yeah, I do.
You've got damage on the right side.
Uh-oh, damage everywhere side, guys. Something's not feeling right with this setup is what's going on there. It's probably all
the car in front. The gap is
I know.
1.7.
Jeff, there's no need to be rude, mate. So I wonder if it's a setup. It's actually probably just me not being in the sim for such a long time as well, and that's why I just wanted to run an AI race to get my feet and fingers and toes working.
10.025.
Oh man, why is it locking up into corners? Interesting.
Left side. Keep to the right. Clear.
Racing against AI was a terrible idea, guys. They suck.
Car right. Keep to the left.
I mean, I suck as well, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to blame the computers when I'm not doing any better than them.
Clear
Let's
on
be
the right.
fair.
Right side.
Oh, come on, it's
Still there.
squeezing.
Clear on the right.
Alright, let's do a lap time. No, this is going to be a slow one. That was a really poor entry to that corner. Why are my brakes locking up? What am I doing? I actually did a good hour in this car. I think I've overheated my rear tyres. Is that what it is? I'm not feeling something. There's something I'm missing in the actual sensation of the car. It's meant to be way faster across the top of the hill. Unless I've got some panel damage rubbing on the tyre or something from where I clipped a wall, or... Oh, see, I'm not sure. Had no turn in. What's going on?
You've got damage in various places.
I wonder, something's changed. Something doesn't feel the same. Really, really bizarre. It's tricking my mind. I can't work it out. What is it? What is it? Even the guy behind me is like, mate, you're a human, you should be going faster than this. Must be, it's not wheel damage. Jeff doesn't say I've got any wheel damage.
Left side. Keep to the right.
They both come through. It's a bit green. Alright, am I overdriving it, guys? Am I? This is, remember, first time, this is my very first time in the sim rig since Thursday. So it's now Wednesday. Yeah, it's now Wednesday, so it's been a week since I've been in the sim rig. I shouldn't lose that much skill in a week.
Car right. Still there. Clear on the right.
Maybe you do lose that much skill in a week, guys. Wonder if I have a week off work if I'll forget how to do my job. I did. I had a week off work just like a few weeks ago, and I can tell you I didn't forget how to do my job. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe I'll phone my boss tomorrow and say, mate, I need another week off to learn how to sim race again. Travi's broken. He's broken. So we are driving clutch and sequential, guys. This car uses the clutch for the downshift. That's better. Nailed it. Don't know what you're worried about. This guy in front of me is like, oh, I just got past him, now he's going to battle me again for next position. These cars are looking unreal, guys. Unreal. This is a legitimate passing opportunity here. I've seen it in real life.
Still there.
Good luck. Shut your eyes. Don't die.
Clear.
Do you know what I think it was? I think I was holding the brakes a bit too much as I was trying to turn into Forest Elbow. I'm going to come off the brakes and self-modulate. I think that's what it was. Got to trust myself, actually let off the brakes, let the car shift position again. We're not getting any faster, we're not getting any slower either, to be fair, so that's a good thing. We are in P11 of the 30 car AI grid. We have 12 minutes to go. Yeah. It's a bit different. Like I said, I know I'm not that exciting at the moment. I am battling the plague and trying to concentrate because I haven't driven this car and it sucks. It's so hard to drive. But I promised Mr. Volt and I promised myself, and I think I actually promised James that I was going to do the 1000. So I've got a good few reasons to do it. Plus, it's a good challenge for myself, guys. Like, if you're not going to push yourself, what's the point, I guess? I know that 161 laps in this car is going to be a living nightmare. But if we do it and we have a good result, or we finish the race without any major incidents, how good is that going to be? Like, that'll be pretty bloody exciting in my book. As long as I don't expect to try and drive another car straight after this, because the driving style of this thing is so much different to okay, carrying too much speed into that downhill section. So it simulates the gravity of the car going downhill very, very well as well, I noticed. Very well. Pretty crazy actually, so it just drags you down into that, and that corner's actually really quite steep in real life. Not as steep as the dipper at the top there, but it's still very, very steep. So you've got gravity working against the car, you've got the downhill motion, inertia, and could use some more of the track there on the exit. braking down a straight line, trail brake a little bit into the
10
corner, and
minutes to
on.
go.
Now I don't know, I've got to actually do some research and see, I think I commented on it when I drove this during laps for Leuko. Is this car really this hard to drive in real life? Not convinced, guys. Not convinced. Much like the Porsche Cup car, everyone knows that car is pretty much impossible to drive on iRacing. But real life guys say it's really not that hard. So I don't know, not convinced. I mean, it might be the setup that I'm running as well. It's probably the setup I'm running. I hadn't driven this supercar until I bought it for laps for Leuko as well. That's going to go well. No, almost. See that fast footwork? I did. I felt it. It would be nice to drop a lap time under the 2:10 mark again. That's better. That's better, guys. That's better. I've only got the AI set on 40 to 70, I think they're set on. Not that that matters for anyone watching.
The car time. The gap is 2.6 seconds.
But it's something that once I keep practicing on this, then I'll try and get better, and then I'll try and lift the skill of the AI, and then the race will be finished by then anyway, and it'll be too late. I'll have to start prepping for next year's 1000. But that's the way I look at it. I don't often practice against the AI. Oh, there you go. I did a faster lap. We're getting faster. I don't often drive against the AI, I was saying. So I don't often use them because they brake in really weird places. They'll brake on the apex, or they'll be really, really slow in the corner. So I don't find it a particularly good tool for me. Because, yeah, I don't know, I can't wrap my head around how they drive sometimes. And that said, like, look how I'm driving, missing every apex you could imagine. It's a cool spot, Sullivan Park. Wow, I don't like this setup. I'm going to go the setup of the car. It's me as well, but it's not great. I'm a week out from an event. What's the worst that can happen, guys? Get myself banned from iRacing. I lost 300 I rating during laps for Leuko. 300 I rating, guys. It was a bloodbath on my part. It was a bloodbath. I don't know why. I was saying to Lord Bolt in Missed Apex Racing League throughout the month, I just can't understand what I'm doing behind the wheel. Much like tonight, I said tonight is fatigue. I've got plenty of understanding about why it's not coming together for me. And I wouldn't ever jump in the sim after being out for a week and expect to be an absolute superstar straight away. I'm not that silly. Yeah, actually I am that silly. I tell a lie. I'm going to let the clutch out later, slower, and a bit later. They're battling in front. We might have a go at catching some of these guys here. Pinching the brakes on the clutch release. So just going through everything in my head to try and figure out what I'm doing, to try and understand how to drive the car, and then what will happen, you watch, I'll get my head around this car, we'll dominate, and then I won't be able to drive anything else.
5 minutes to go.
It is a beautiful place. I am headed back there. I've bought my tickets for the next 6-hour event. How good would it be to do the 6-hour in an actual race car? Maybe I could take my sim rig to the track, and maybe I'll just do 6 hours in the sim rig at the 6-hour. With the sounds of the actual race cars going on top, like in pit building somewhere, on top of pit building maybe. They need to set up a heap of sim rigs, and then we can all just do a 6-hour endurance race at Mount Panorama whilst the 6 hours. Now there's an idea. Travie, you've cracked it. The code, mate. I didn't map a wipers button. Got dust all over my windscreen. Sorry guys. I don't need a pit in this, luckily. Although there's still time for me to do something silly and need a pit.
The leader just did a 9.843.
I wonder what the fastest is. 9.843 for the leader. It's a fun car, don't get me wrong, it's fun. And I'm going to enjoy learning how to drive the bloody thing. Going to learn how to do it. It's going to be a big week. It's going to be a big week. I can get around the mountain, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm not worried about getting around the mountain. What I'm worried about is getting around the mountain consistently and at a reasonable pace. Because I don't know if you know, but 2-minute 11s and 2-minute 12s are probably not conducive to race conditions in a sim racing game. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the times for Bathurst. I don't know. Maybe I could drop a bit more I rating and I'll end up in the very bottom split and I might be the fastest. Whoa, see how they brake? You don't need to.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Yeah, so that's the scary stuff about our AI. And the problem is that, I mean, it teaches you to react to incidents on the track that you may not expect, I guess. Get her. Oh, man. Yeah, so it teaches you to react, in my opinion, to something that you're not expecting, which I think you can use as a tool, absolutely. Is it teaching you the right things? No. It's not. Oh man, why can't I pull this car up?
Car on your left. They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down.
Just won't it stop?
Clear on the left.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
field of view is out.
That means one more lap to go.
Got no, I don't know, is it depth perception? I'm not exactly sure, guys. Something's not working between my brain and the sim. Something isn't working. Something's not working. Definitely not working. What is it? I don't know. Will I endeavour to figure it out? Abso-positively-lutely. Have I done something wrong in my settings? Probably somewhere. No doubt, it's absolutely me. It's like when I have an issue with the steering wheel and then I don't realise it's the steering wheel, and then at like middle of the night when I'm sleeping I realise, oh, I didn't calibrate my steering wheel. It'll be something stupid like that, like I've missed a setting or ticked the wrong box somewhere. And then I'll get in the car and I'll be like doing 2-minute 3 lap times at Bathurst, like the GT cars. And you watch, it'll happen. It'll happen, mark my words. No, it won't happen, don't do that. Because then I'll disappoint the internet. It'll be hilarious. Make a good meme, won't it? Remember that Travie guy who said he was going to be doing GT times in a supercar at Bathurst? What a fool. What a fool. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. As I said, it was a quick 30-minute video to have a bit of an apology to Leukodystrophy Australia, and just so you guys can see my beautiful face and hear my voice in the sim rig again. I know you guys have been longing for that. But thank you to everyone who tuned in during Laps for Leuko. Honestly, I mean it, thank you. We have raised some money for Leukodystrophy Australia. Our channel's grown to 46 subscribers now. 46. I was actually pretty stoked. I had 35 one day, and then I woke up the next day and we had 46. So I don't know what happened. Something touched the nerve on Facebook or on the YouTube algorithm, and we had a bit of success, guys. So I do really appreciate everything you've done for our channel so far. And I will be back putting out some content over the next couple of weeks, and especially look out for the Bathurst 1000 live stream in just over 1 week's time. Thanks everyone, have a wonderful day wherever you are, and we'll see you very, very soon. Cheers guys. You finished pressing all the buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching everyone, goodbye.
Goodbye.